Okay, so great evening, great afternoon, great morning, great night. So, welcome again to another exciting time on the L300 Impact stories. And we are super excited to share with you, again, as always, the impact of the L300 program. The L300 program is the program that is run in Benson University, the program to develop each student from freshman year to penultimate year by helping them discover their purpose, develop their potential, and improve academic performance, right? It's a unique program that you won't find anywhere else, right? So I guess when people get to see this, they probably try to want to incorporate this in their own institution, but if it didn't, they didn't. So today we have another amazing guest who's joining us to share the impact of the L300 program on her journey in Men's University. So good to have you here this day. Good to have you. Oh, you have to speak up so that we can hear you, right? You have to be more audible. So can we meet you? Tell us about yourself, your name, and who are you?
Okay, so my name is Joan, Jojo for short. So I recently graduated from this great institution, of course. Then I was once an L300 volunteer, so everything has been amazing. Who is Jojo? I think I've just been the OG, like a very chill person, just behind the scenes. But I feel anytime you need something or you want me to turn up for something, I'm always available. So I'm just a chill person.
Available, you're not unavailable like Davido, but you're available. That's nice. Very chill, but just available. Like call on me, I'll be there, right? Okay, that's nice. So yeah, so how was it like for you 4 years ago when you walked into campus as a freshman and now you're a graduate? Can you tell us a bit about that story? Your first day in Benson University as a student.
So, unlike from what people have been saying, BIE was probably not their first choice.
BIU was the first choice.
BIE was actually
Wow.
my first choice.
Awesome.
Because, like, I've been hearing about the outside university, what is it about, and all that. I was like, okay, I'd like to see it because I have friends over here, cousins, and all of that. So I was like, okay, I would like to come. I would like to, like, see all of this. And mind you, I already know who this Dr. Alex was back then, even without entering the outside university.
Wow, which means my reputation precedes me.
So my first day at BIU was actually chaotic because like
Why is everybody having chaotic first days? We need to work with that.
actually resumed when everybody hasn't resumed. Like I think based on I don't know misinformation or something. So I had to resume like a day earlier than other people. I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, gosh, I had to tumble in and everything. So when we resumed and all of that, like okay, like one of my friends said, come here, like yeah, you are very welcoming when they want to, of course. So
We always want to.
so like when we came, everything and all of that, then we had 100 level orientation, and that's where I met the Mr. Alex. So he talked about L300 and all of that. So he said, who wants to volunteer? And I clearly remember me standing up, one of the few persons that stood up back then. I was like, okay. My reason was like, oh, I want to come to school, not just passing in and passing out for just academic reasons only, or like I wanted to like grow. I know like from head start, I just knew that this is specific thing I wanted to be, and I felt a 300 could help me accomplish that, which of course it
So you
did.
came to use us. You
You
came to use us. You had your plans, you came to use us.
Oh,
Well, you can use us because we are useful, so it's fine. It's okay, no problem.
that's good. So I feel from 100 level till now, they will tell you Jojo is Jojo. Thank you.
Yeah, at some point now became your billion.
Businesswoman, but we keep it rolling, we keep it rolling. So I think it was an amazing experience down to 100 levels, 200 levels, 300 levels, 400 levels.
So would you say that the L300 program itself had impact on you as a person, as
Ah,
Jojo?
very big, like a big impact, very big impact because I could not dream that the JoJo now and JoJo of before, like there's a big difference, especially when I was so I wonder if I was so quiet. I was so all by myself. I was so how do I put it? I was just by myself. I didn't want anything. I just want to just be there. Even when I even joined 300, I was still inside my shell. I still didn't want to come out. I still didn't like. I did not want to do a lot of things, but 300 just made me come out from my shell. For me to come outside, explore, show them that okay, this is the potential I had and this is the potential they want to groom. And one thing I love about the 300 family is that they're always interested. They want you to come out. They want you to learn. They want you to see how you stretch, how you could do a lot of things without you self knowing you have them. So it's amazing.
Awesome. So on this journey, being in on the L300 program, would you say you developed some skills while on that journey?
And so
Tell us about some of the skills you developed.
um, serving. Some people they talk about leadership skills, but behind leadership skills is you serving. I'm the kind of person that how would I put it now? You might see me and I feel bossy, but actually I love helping people. So like one thing I love doing is serving. So it just made my leadership skills more profound than other people's own. Then of course communication skills. My communication skills were terrible. How me and Dr. Alex met, he said you have to work on your communication skills. And I felt like crying because it was so bad. He gave me a book, if you could remember, on my birthday. He gave me a book for public speaking to tell you. I will not really say I was that bad, but obviously I did grooming. So yeah. So then I had, of course, critical thinking. You have to solve problems, not just you might think, oh, you are seeing the problem. You just have to bring solution, even if it's not like, oh, let me not just make them my voice heard because maybe I was in 100 level then or but I'm not kind of person that I always want my voice to be heard. Whether it's sensible or not, I must say something. So that's something I think the developers is really amazing.
Nice, nice, quite interesting. So right behind you there is this there's this picture of you at 100 level. Can you remember this?
I'm the one that brought the banana. Okay? Was amazing, amazing, amazing friend.
Can you see how you've grown from that Joan to this Joan? This 4 years in between, this, and this, just 4 years.
Amazing.
Awesome. So on the L300 program, there are a lot of activities and other programs that we get to
Mm.
do. So which of the programs or the activities would you say made the most impact on you that gave you a very good impression, right? What the people, the events, or the things that made the greatest impression on you as Jojo?
Yeah, we did so many things, school outreach, class outreach, and all of that. But what stood out for me the most was the school outreach and the training session. So for school outreach, yeah, when we were meant to like give out letters, I was scared because like why are we doing that? Like I've not seen other schools, private schools do that. So why are we doing it? Or like of course our master genius here said there's time for everything. So okay, we all good. We went to different schools to drop off letters, talking to grown up, easy guy, especially people that are in of course high position, but like we did that regardless. Then of course me and my colleagues we're split into groups to go to other schools to talk and all of that. So yeah, when I think one of them is in BIU already. So mostly amazing. Therefore, church session, talking to your talk to the people you see, not even on a regular basis, though, but people that see you and you see them is a whole different level. Because in their mind, they're like, are they not students like us? Why are they talking to me? Like, you understand? But we're not just talking, we want to show you that insight that this is what we have learned. So we want to share to you guys that, okay, this is what has happening. And it will benefit you guys as much as it has done to us. So amazing.
Wow. So who were some of the people that made impression on you while you were on the program?
My best girl, Sunshine, Sharon, Coco, Harry, Tejumi, Tamara, Shemi Lorraine, Kome, Anita, Joshua. Like, there are a lot. Funny how we complimented each other in so many different ways, actually. So it's really amazing, amazing family. Even though some of them, even though some people say, oh, there are some, even if you're in your safe space, there are some people that really okay show characteristics that you won't like. But that is the thing. You must not be perfect. So I feel everybody flaws has a way of complementing each other's perfection is well, some way or the other. It's really amazing.
Awesome. You were volunteer from 100 level, right?
Yeah.
To your penultimate year. At what point do you feel like I'm done? I think I need to leave this place. I don't want to be here anymore. Now, the reason I'm asking is because you just mentioned Shemilori right now.
Yeah.
She was with us for a while
Wow.
and she left
Yeah.
100 level and she never came back. But you stayed till you left the program by graduating to final year. So what kept you? Why didn't you just feel like I was done?
Man, I feel there's a certain kind of, I don't know, relationship with you with a certain kind of people now. You don't just leave it behind. Even if the work is tiring, the what we had to do was exhausting, coming to class, meetings, this. But I just felt if you see the reasons why you are doing this, it will make you to stay. Understand? And my friends and the purpose of why I was doing this was enough reason for me to stay. It was difficult to, especially when after being an L300 volunteer, I was also joined another category in school, like resident advisor. So the resident advisor in training, my 100 level RA, that is resident advisor in 200 level, 300, 400, that was an head resident advisor. It was really tough, especially in 300 level when I was made the first, like my first time being HRA. It was difficult me like balancing everything, being an HRA, being an L300 volunteer, academic work, my social life. Like it was exhausting. At some point, I wanted to quit, but him being him, he refused to let me go. But we scaled through. We scaled through regardless. So it's been amazing.
So would you say that the learnings, the trainings you had on the ultra program, you were things that helped you on other things you did? Like you mentioned, you were a two-time HRA. Would you say the learnings you got from L300 program helped you being HRA for two sessions consecutively?
A lot. It did. It did. It did.
Give us an example. Give us an example of how like it did that for you, so
Oh
that
my
people
goodness.
can also know that going through the L300 program, you can become a charity. They can tell that yeah, if you are L300 program, you can become a charity
Oh my
someday.
goodness. Oh,
Because yes, we've had a charity, we had RSD,
yeah,
so
yeah.
we created the highest level of leadership from L300 volunteers.
Yeah.
So it's not even new.
So like, okay, who knows me as Jojo? Like Jojo, they will tell you that I have no patience. I am hot-headed, but like
Yeah, that's why I'm wearing cap. To calm the head.
I'm
Just
hot-headed,
kidding.
but like L300 has taught me a certain amount of patience. Then me being HRE, trust me, he humbled me down because one difficult thing Mr. Alex have told me or told us was handling human beings is difficult. Then me having to sit with my own eyes shut down was a lot. But regardless, it just had to start with. At some point, I was at there preaching Bible scriptures. Me, like I've changed, though, guys. Like L300 has done a lot, including student leadership. But it's amazing. When you look at this video, I think I'm a charity. Please, though, it's a lot.
Don't worry, it can be a child. Don't worry, don't worry.
You can,
You can, you
why
can,
not?
you can be a child. It's not a big. If you can be an 800 volunteer, nothing you can do. Literally, yeah, there's literally nothing you can do. So, on the program, would you say that there were memorable moments for you on the program? What were those events that just stood out for you while you were on the program? Yes, several programs that was running on the program, but what stood out for you the most?
Like I said earlier, the training sessions and the school outreach. But another thing I forgot to mention was the all night.
Okay. How was online for you? Are you among the sleeping category?
No, you could never see me sleeping. You could never catch me sleeping. No, I didn't join them. I didn't join them. But it was amazing because my movies are always there. I think the last one we watched, what's the name again? What's the name again? My name.
Can't remember. We just had one recently, so I can't remember
Oh
the one
my
you may be
God.
thinking
See,
of because you had
we
several.
have watched so many. Like, and one thing is that one way or the other, they're always linked up. I don't know how this man does it. Like, it's always linked up. And funny how you can't even sleep because if you are sleeping, you want to see embarrassing videos of you the next day. So you can sleep in peace and say, okay, you're sleeping. Another thing is that we always have our joggers and virus hands down, ready because as much as we're enjoying the cruise, the laughter, the movie, what's the three things you learn? So you can't even be saying, okay, you're not, It's always up and doing over here, so no slacking.
Awesome. So while you're on the program, would you say there were things that challenge your challenges you had while you're on
You,
the program?
hmm, hmm,
Okay.
hmm, hmm,
Okay.
hmm,
Tell us what were those challenges that giving you this steep side?
hmm. Okay, like I said, my first challenge was public speaking. Couldn't speak in public, guys. Like, even me doing this is a lot. Even for me for now, but like we're getting somewhere, we're going somewhere. But I think first time I know I had to speak during training session. I had to meet Mr. Ali. I'm sure you chose the right person. Even doing podcast, if I could recall, me and John Zone are still talking, so it's all good. But public speaking, but now, head man, is as if it's something that I could just do at random because I do it in school, hostel, class, and all of that. So it became easy for me now. Then another issue was I didn't told them about holiday.
Oh, you can tell them. You can tell them.
Told them.
Please go ahead. Tell them about it.
We stretch. Oh my god. But I need money for me too.
Oh, so you got paid.
So
This service. Can you imagine? Wow.
so my voluntary service really during IT period, and of course I made some full cash. So it was amazing. It was amazing for holiday tax. Don't mind me. I watch movies and novels, but the movies and novels
Books,
brought to
not
us,
novels.
or books rather.
Mhm.
Sorry, my bad. Was top notch because you could not even imagine yourself like, who does this man get this from? Like, I think one holiday tax movie I loved so much was the Lamborghini movie. I think that was
Yeah.
during my 300 level. No, 300 level. 300 level. It was really amazing.
But we
Like,
watched Lamborghini during all night before.
yes, we have, but like top notch. Another movie was Air. Then the last critical one that, of course, our master here did. Our master was said we should read a full blown Bible.
Read the whole book.
Before, oh my, trust me, the students of BIU were shocked. Oh my god, was shocked
Oh
till
yeah, the
this day.
Christian school. What else should you be
Of
reading?
course, but I think no, at least it helped them because most of them they were like in their New Year resolution books was like by the ending of the year I'll be done with my Bible. So at least it sped up the process. So I think touchdown, yeah, amazing.
Awesome, awesome. Now you told us about being on the program and what the program has done for you. Tell us about being okay. Before you tell us about being a volunteer, how do you think your stay would have been in BIU if there was no L300 program at all?
I choose not to say.
No, please say.
I choose not to
No,
say.
no, please say. Please say.
I just felt I would have. I don't know. Maybe just be the Joan just being there, nothing happening, nothing boosting. But regardless, I just felt I would just be not see this opportunity that I did have to grow myself, to teach myself the way it did. Because it made me grow and like knowledgeable easier because the trainings we did have in L300, you will not see it anywhere for free. Touchdown, you won't because I don't want to go into details, but it's really expensive. But you having it here free and having to practicalize those skills and knowledge you gain is amazing. Amazing.
Awesome. Okay, so what would be your advice to young persons who are still in BIU, who still have to go through the health area program? What's your advice for them about the program?
I would say you should be you, have that spirit of learning. That is something decided to always tell you to do. Like always be ready to learn. Don't do I know it all, I've seen life, even if you haven't, but always be open to learning. Then, like I said earlier, be you. Don't be so pressurized that you have seen different people with talent, so you feel my god, see what they are doing. I'm like, oh my god. It's just like me and my friend now, Joshua. He was so amazing at public speaking, and me, I wasn't so like my god, I'll not be soft one time. Oh my god, I can't speak in public places, I can't speak good, I will not be talking down myself. No, you meet Joshua. Can I run this? How can you understand? Be open. Don't be ashamed that don't be having pride that no, don't do that. Be open. And if you're having second thoughts about joining the L300 program, please don't just join. And for those of you that are still in the L300 program, please continue putting all your best, your all, your everything. As much as it might be so like difficult and all of that, but it's worth it at the end. Trust me.
Awesome. So, as we gradually get to an end for this conversation, what would you advise somebody who's contemplating should I be an elderly volunteer or just do the program and not be a volunteer? What would you advise such a person?
Um, I would think as much as everything is not a force, you can choose to be a volunteer. You can choose to go ahead with the programs and not be a volunteer. But I will tell you, touchdown, you being a volunteer really helps us. Like it's not as if there's one special something if you're a volunteer or something, but trust me, you will meet amazing family, you will meet this amazing person that is by my side, and you will just in fact without even you doing anybody convincing you, you will just make up your mind and say, okay, I just want to join you fully and be in the volunteer. So no need to think too much about that.
Awesome. The last thing we always ask people when they come here is, that thing, every time we send out our letters, our emails, we
Oh
always
my
put
god,
at the
how
end,
could we forget?
I love BIU because it is where I
I
met
met
you.
you.
So how is that statement true for you, John?
Well, like they say, there are always ups and downs in everything you do in life, including the IU. But when I see what I am, where I am today, friends have built, a good friend over here. I have. Trust me. I really said yes. I love you. That's where because without this man, it would have been a whole lot of. I, I really say yes. Really been a lot. I don't want to be emotional, guys.
You could be. You could be. It's okay to be emotional. You know how people call it. Like, can be emotional. It's okay. It's okay. It's
So
okay.
like it's amazing.
Okay, guys. So this you heard from Joan, aka Jojo Billions. You know, two-time HRA, L300 volunteer, and graduate of accounting. Looking forward to doing ICANN. Just have her path started out for her. But most importantly, all started for her when she joined the L300 program and even became an L300 volunteer and stayed all through the time she was on the program as an L300 volunteer, and she does not regret any of that decision. In fact, that could be one of your best decisions you made while you're one of them. You know, there are many, but this one of them that you were here. So, guys, you heard from Joanne and you heard from other people why L300 program is something that really, like someone of the guests said, whatever L300 program think it is, that is what it is. It's him. That was, yeah, it's the program. L300 program it is. Like, it's not cha results, the evidence choke. We get workings to show that if you're part of the program, you would develop yourself, like the vision says, you will discover your purpose and you will improve your academic performance while you're here. And indeed, you get to meet amazing people where you can say at the end of the day that I love BIU because it is where I met you. So, guys, from L300, we look forward to seeing you again on another exciting episode with another amazing guest where we get to share their impact story from the L300 program. And until then, remember in L300, I love BIU because it is where I met you. So have a great day.